Okay, I have to jump straight in and ask, how did you cope being tied up from most of the movie in close proximity to Melissa Leo's armpit?
That is an excellent question, my friend.
Thank you.
That was tough for both of us. No, Melissa Leo, actually, her armpits smell like roses. I know I used to check every day because I was the producer on the movie, so I always wanted to make sure that there were fair working conditions.
Her armpit is extraordinary. It's an extraordinary actor.
Is it a method armpit? Was there Julia Roberts style foliage tickling your face at all?
It was very well trained.
Now, is it true that Dylan McDermott burnt your face with a cigarette? Or is that just internet
No,
rubbish?
it was my neck, and then he had to go to hospital.
What did you
after
do
me.
to
It
him?
was the same night. I mean, he was doing a scene where he was smoking a cigarette, which, to be honest, I never really agreed with because I'm like, there's terrorists in here. Why are you lighting up a cigarette? I've spent the whole movie hiding. But anyway, kind of worked for the scene. But then at the end, we had to find a way for him to surprise me. So he flicks the cigarette, and I knew we're asking for trouble here because you got to do this 20 times. You got to just keep doing the take. And finally, it hit my neck, and the burning ash stuck because I had glycerine on me, so it stuck. And I'm trying to get it off, but we're in the middle of a fight sequence. So he comes at me, so I'm holding him like this. Meanwhile, this thing's burning my neck. But then in the very next scene, I have to chop his neck, where I kind of go, poof, poof, poof. And I didn't do it deliberately, but I chopped his neck, and he next day had to go to the hospital because he was like having trouble swallowing. So it was an accident, but I felt vindicated.
Just proves that smoking's dangerous.
Smoking's dangerous. It's bad for your throat. Bad for both of our throats.
Should put that on the front of cigarette packets, maybe. Just your burnt throat and Dylan McDermott in hospital.
That's right. See, it's about smoking and passive smoking. It's a danger to both.
Assuming you didn't go all Daniel Day-Lewis and stay tied up all day, how did you go about releasing tension in between the takes?
I really didn't. I like to keep it tense, like Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is really my hero. When I hear that Daniel Day-Lewis likes to be called the president and stuff, that most people think, well, that's sort of, weird. I love it. I love that he does that because there are very few actors in the world, if any, besides himself, that actually do that. And that's what an actor needs to do, bring it to the level to, stay in character all the time. I wouldn't let my hands down between takes because I want my hands to be numb and not to feel them and to feel them biting into my wrists because that gives the audience a better ride. It gets a better experience and makes it more real for me.